Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Crowd Chatter podcast. And today is gonna be more Bubble Watch episodes. Obviously, this is the lax category, so I think this is our third week now that we're doing this. In a different room. Normally, I'm in the kitchen or the office while I'm doing this, but neither is really available. So, in a different room right now. Uh, it's a little bit smaller, so you can probably hear more of an echo. But anyway, um, let's get this started. This is the locks category, of course, and this category is really it hasn't changed much. What you currently see right now actually is gonna be the exact same thing that you're uh, going to see at the end of this video. There's only really a few changes. Virginia and Miami, both, and I'm not going to go over it as usual, but Virginia, Miami, neither of these teams are changing. Virginia just did take a really bad loss to Boston College, but Virginia's still a good team, and there's nothing that's going to change there with UVA. I mean, you take one bad loss. I mean, there's some other teams that have bad losses on here, so you know it doesn't matter. But Virginia remains a lock for the tournament, as does Miami, Florida. This remains the same. Iowa State has taken a lot of losses lately, and so has really Kansas State. But Kansas State, they just got a big win over Baylor. As for Iowa State, they could use another win. They're holding on to lot. They're just holding. They're just barely holding on to lock status right now. If they take another loss, they will be in serious. They got a game against Oklahoma on Saturday. If they were to lose that game, I think I'm going to have to drop them to the should be in category. There's only so far that I can go to leave them as a lock. But if they keep losing, they're going to knock themselves out of lock status. But right now, they are still a lock for the NCAA tournament. This is where the only changes will actually be. Marquette, I'm moving them ahead of Xavier. Xavier taking a loss now to Villanova, which is not a good look. Um, but there's only one team I am adding to this whole actually section, and that's UConn. I'm sure this is not what Serbinsky would want, as most of you know. He's a huge Syracuse fan. Well, Syracuse fans are not really big fans of UConn. But anyway, the UConn Huskies, with some good wins lately. Obviously, they also have a win against Alabama. They got huge they got some good non-conference wins. They also have some good wins within the conference, and they just actually hammered Providence at home. They also have a huge win against Marquette at home as well. Yeah, and like I said, you add in their outstanding early success where they got wins over Oklahoma State, Alabama, Iowa State, Oregon's okay. Florida even isn't that terrible, especially on the road. Creighton at home is a good win, so they got a lot of nice wins on their resume. Um, and they might have taken a not great loss or two. Like St. John's isn't great, but really other than that, they have not had a bad loss all season long. Um, and this UConn team, uh, I don't know how far it will go. I don't think it'll really go all that far at all. But this UConn team, they're solid. They're a pretty good team. I think with the wins that they have put together now, I think they're a lot for the NCAA tournament. As for the Big Ten, Purdue and Indiana, they both remain as locks for the NCAA tournament. They actually will soon face each other. Hoosiers could use another win now after taking a tumble against Michigan State. I mean, they're 19-9. They still got some really nice wins. They also have a win against Purdue themselves, which they're about to play again. But they have good wins. They've and their only losses both come on the road. So I like the Hoosiers' position right now. I still think for Indiana, they're not going anywhere. They're still a lock for the tournament. As for the Pac-12, UCLA, Arizona, obviously those two are not changing. They will still remain exactly where they are. And as for the SEC, well, yeah, Bama's not going anywhere either, and neither is Tennessee. Tennessee has taken a lot more losses lately and has continued to slump with their offense continuing to slump. But Tennessee still got the resume. They still got the wins. They still have more than enough to be a lock for the NCAA tournament. And obviously, you go to the miscellaneous category for just other teams. And, well, you got to have, obviously, the number one team in the country here, along with St. Mary's and Gonzaga, as I think their regular seasons are pretty much over. I don't think there's much left for their regular season. I think the WCC tournament is pretty much right around the corner, if I'm correct. I don't think there's that much longer until their conference tournament begins. Uh, but they remain exactly where they are as well. And so, well, as I said, that's it for this video. There really was not much to change except for the Big East. Other than the Big East, everybody else kind of did what they were mostly did what they were supposed to, and remained exactly where they were. So the only addition, UConn, and I switched up two teams. I mean, that's all I did here. And so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, as always with all these Bubble Watch videos, do watch the should be in category, the work to do category. Watch them all. That's what they're all here for. But that's all I got. So until next time, adios, everyone.